Demons don't change. They're born with an instinct to lie and kill using any means necessary. Even using a small child. But perhaps Genau shouldn't have changed either.
やっぱり柄でもないことはするものじゃないな。
今回も有望な受験者を何人も死なせたみたいじゃないか。ゲナ。
笑わせる。
Genau was never the type to value lives. The test he constructed for the first-class mage exam was based on luck. Luck is also a skill, he says. Except the price of being unlucky in his test was death. Naturally, our first impression of him is that of a cold and unfeeling savage. And what's interesting is that Genau himself completely accepts that label.
私はいいやつでもないさ。それとは正反対の人間だ。
Genau very often speaks what's on his mind, and his mind isn't the most pleasant place.
故郷が滅びたのに何も感じない。
He didn't feel sad when his hometown got destroyed. People around him die constantly, and he feels that's what he deserves. Because he's not a good person.
なぜ私なのですか？
何がだ？
ゲナウさんと組むのがです。
Why was she chosen? Not even Genau himself knows. Why not someone crude and battle-hungry like Yubel? Methode is a gentle person. She excels in teamwork and doesn't shy away from physical touch. She's almost the opposite of Genau. Almost like his previous partner. His previous partner smiled a lot. He would go out of his way to help others, and that warm personality drew everyone to him. He also died protecting a child. Humans internalize grief in different ways. Some don't immediately feel anything, only to then suddenly be overwhelmed with emotions. Some, on the other hand, might blame the person they're grieving about. Genau is one of them. His partner was kind, yet he died, so he concludes that his kindness was a mistake. Then, the test Genau created for the first-class mage exam makes perfect sense. To catch a bird that is immune to mana detection, with man-eating monsters roaming in the skies, and contestants who are allowed to steal your bird roaming the forests. A test that forces mages to fight and harm each other. A test that leaves no room for kindness.
この子は少し優しすぎたのかもしれんな。優しい魔法使いは長生きできん。
His mentor, Siri, already agrees with his mindset. After all, she loves fighting just as much as anyone, so this comes to no surprise. We can see it when she mocks Flame's favorite flower spell in Season 1, and centuries later when she bans Flame's student, Frieren, for the same reason. And now, at his partner's funeral, she tells Genau once again.
ゲナ、お前は嫌なやつだ。優しさのかけらもない。ずっとそのままでいる。
But even though Genau made his test to prove himself right, what did he actually see there? It doesn't matter now. History tends to repeat itself. Another fool is about to die in front of him. But Genau already knew this would happen. Because, just like his partner, Stark is too kind.
祈っているのか？
悪いか？
いや、そうは思わん。
Just like Genau, Stark also lost his village to a demon attack, and through the few conversations they had with each other, it becomes evident that out of everyone Genau met, it's Stark that he can relate to most.
シュタルク、お前はいいやつだな。
俺にはあんたがいいやつに見えるよ。
Truly good people just know. They know the hardships that come with protecting those close to you. They know the constant pressure of failure and the fear of what happens afterwards. And even though at first glance it seems like Genau and Stark have distinctly different personalities, with Genau being the more stoic and unfeeling type, a very short interaction between them tells us that they share way more similarities beyond just their duties. It happens right before the major fight of the arc, as Genau and Stark are posted up at the church. As Stark offers to share some food he caught, we are revealed a secret everyone already knew. Everyone but Genau.
いや、いい。メトーデに怒られるんだ。
He always cared. Just like how Stark is scared of Fern finding out about him drinking juice in the evening, Genau, unbeknownst to himself, was already a different person than he was a year ago. But his words contradict it. He says he has forsaken many people to die, Yet he goes out of his way to reassure someone who was already beyond saving. He says he doesn't care about his hometown getting destroyed, yet he willingly stays behind to defend it alone. He says he can fight without a frontliner, but Stark will never know Genau was on a suicide mission. How can two people have such similar backgrounds, yet such different outlooks on life? Both of them are driven by fear of losing their loved ones, but why does Stark's fear push him closer to the people around him, but Genau's fear leaves him avoidant and reluctant?
どうしてそんなに。
私はシュタルクに命を預けているからね。
Trust can only be given by other people around you, and Stark was fortunate enough to have met people who gave him that trust. Stark was just luckier. And Genau, better than anyone, knows that luck is a skill. After his partner's death, nobody trusted Genau with their life. Until this moment.
こうして武器を失えばもう戦えないと思う。私の勝ちだ。
Revolte is wrong. Genau made two fatal assumptions, but not here. He was the fool this whole time.
お前私を見てどう思った？
ちっちゃくて可愛いなと思いました。
今年の受験者はどうなっている？
Most mages would be terrified seeing her mana. Frieren is not just cute, and Methode is not just kind. She comes from a ruthless clan that has hunted down demons for generations. Methode is a powerful all-rounder. She can go toe-to-toe in close combat with powerful demons, she can cast strong illusion spells, and at the same time, flatten whole battlefields with her destructive magic. Stark is no pushover. He's a student of the strongest warrior alive, and as such, he has never given up on a fight, no matter how hard it got, thanks to his immense stamina and durability. Stark can tank worse hits, and return them tenfold. Speaking of which, Genau finally finds the truth he desperately wanted to hide from. Humans are social at their core. We are who we meet. We may come from different backgrounds, but it's through kindness that we are able to connect. Those who have been through life's ups and downs know that being kind is a choice you can only make if you're strong enough. It's a choice that's being made around us every day.
ゲナウさん、
But miss it,
お礼。
and it might seem out of character.
ありがとう。